Hello, Cambria Heights. Thanks for tuning in to CHHSTV News. Today we will be covering some fall sports lowlights, this week's lunch schedule, wise words of the week, current events, student surveys, clubs, and the behind the scenes of making the newscast. To start our newscast, we're going to Nolan for some fall sports lowlights.
Thanks, Logan. Today we'll be covering this year's fall sports lowlights. First, let's jump into football with Camden Gray. While playing against Conemaugh Township, Camden came off the edge, and the running back came through and knocked him off his feet. Next, we have Braden DeArmond with a bit of mishap, with thinking he scored but was miles away. Let's now move on to volleyball, where we have junior Claire Nyhart getting ready for the attack from Conemaugh Township's outside hitter. Nothing could prepare for the speed from that ball. Kicking over to soccer, we have Carter Bradley, thinking he's playing football, and kicking the ball through the uprights. Great kick, wrong sport. To end on a positive note, we would like to congrats Brooklyn Galinas on her 100th goal, Reagan Conrad on hitting her 500 kills, and Kaden Ivory on his 1,000 passing yards.
Thanks, Nolan. Let's head to Ty next with next week's lunch.
Thanks, Logan. This is what the chefs are cooking up this week. Monday, we will have corn dog nuggets with french fries. Tuesday is chicken and cheese soft tacos with a side of green beans. Wednesday, breaded pork chop patty with broccoli. Thursday is barbecue pulled pork sandwich with a side of baked beans. Friday is a spice-rubbed turkey roast with fresh bread and a side of creamy mashed potatoes. The bar all week is salad bar. Back to you, Logan.
Thanks, Ty. Now we're going to go to Wyatt with the wise words of the week.
Thanks, Logan. Time for the quote of the week by Gandhi. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. This quote is saying that if you want change, be the one who changes the world. Mahatma Gandhi was an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial activist, and political ethicist who looked to free India from British rule. Back to you, Logan.
Thank you, Wyatt. Let's head over to Brandon for some current events.
Thanks, Logan. This November, a few things are happening, like the Day of the Dead, also known as Dia de la Muertes. This holiday is a Spanish holiday about celebrating dead loved ones or family with their brief return for a time as a spirit. Day of the Dead starts on the 1st and ends on the 2nd of November. Another important holiday that is coming up this November, which is Veterans Day on the 11th of November. Veterans Day is about celebrating our veterans, living or dead, and we will celebrate it by having the day off of school. Back to you.
Wow, there's a lot going on. Let's head over to Garrick to present us some student survey data.
Thanks, Logan. A poll was sent out to the high school asking what your favorite Halloween franchise is, what your favorite Halloween candy is, and what movie you're most excited for this Halloween. For the favorite Halloween franchise, Halloween won with The Conjuring coming in a close second and Scream being in third. The favorite Halloween candy was Kit Kat with Reese's Cups coming in second. Finally, the favorite upcoming Halloween movie is Black Phone 2 with Conjuring Last Rites coming in a very close second. Thank you for filling out this survey, and back to you, Logan.
Thanks, Garrick. Now let's head over to Ben with our clubs.
The Trap team shot impressively in the windy weather for their last meet. The top scorers for the Trap for the previous Sunday were Bryson Weiland shooting a 44, James Holtz shooting a 45, and Brody Woodwell having an impressive highest score for the week of 45. This was their last shoot for the fall, and we hope to see returning shooters in the spring. If you don't know, Trap is a shotgun sport competition where you try to hit clay targets traveling away from you at different angles. We typically shoot at 50 targets per meet, divided into 2 houses of 25. If you have any questions inquiring about the Trap, you can ask Mr. Miner. The art club is currently working on a spooky project right now, either making a ghost painting or a ghost statue. The art club tries to focus more on the creative expression than technique, but the technique is still important and valuable. Back to you, Logan.
Thanks, Ben. Now it's time to look at the behind the scenes of making the newscast, brought to you by Deshay.
Thanks, Logan. For the past few weeks, I've been recording what we do to produce these newscasts. The first thing we do is think of segment ideas we would like to add to the newscast. After we think of the segment ideas, we start typing our scripts. Then once we have completed our scripts, we start recording and if needed, re-record. Finally, after we record, we start editing using Final Cut on our Macs. And once the edits are finalized, we publish our completed video to our YouTube channel. Now back to you, Logan.
As we conclude today's newscast, we thank you for tuning in. Let us know what segment was your favorite and what you want to see next. Have a great rest of your day and remember to tune back in for our next newscast.